This video is going to show you how to tie the Slim Beauty knot. The Slim Beauty is a great knot for attaching clasp tippet to shock tippets and also for attaching tippet sections to butt sections of your leader. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make a double overhand in the end of our shock tippet. Next, we're going to pull that double overhand tight so that it turns over and turns into a figure 8 knot. But we don't want to pull too hard because we want to leave open a gap in the top and the bottom of the figure 8. That's where we're going to pass our double line through, and we want to be sure when those two loops flatten out that the double line passes straight through the figure 8. Next, we're going to take our clasp tippet and we're going to double over 18 to 24 inches of that, so we've got plenty to work with. And we're going to pass it through top of the figure 8 and then back out the bottom of the figure 8. So we want to pull about 10 to 12 inches of double line through the figure 8, so we've got, again, plenty of double line to work with. Next, we're going to lubricate the figure 8 knot. And we're going to take our pliers and we're going to go ahead and seat the figure 8, flattening out those loops. Then we're going to take our thumb and our forefinger and we're going to place them between the double line and the shock to hold open a gap while we make our wraps. We're going to wrap down around the shock tippet 4 times with the double line and then back up over itself 3 more times and pass the end of the double line through the gap. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back up 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to pass the end of that double line back through our gap. And at this point the knot's almost complete. We're going to want to lubricate those wraps again, but before we pull, we want to be sure that we're not pulling on the end of the double line, but instead pulling on the clasp tippet and the tag end of the clasp tippet. So let's lubricate those wraps. And when you tighten this knot, you want to be sure that you make a fairly fast, steady pull on the clasp tippet and the shock tippet. Go ahead and do that. The wraps seat very smoothly. And now all we need to do is trim our knot. Trim off the loop. Tag into the shock. And making sure that we don't cut the wrong part of our clasp tippet, trim off the tag end of our clasp. And there's the finished knot. It's a great knot because it's easy to tie in the field, it's strong, and it's got a very low profile.